All right. When a corporate entity denies life-saving care to a patient because the treatment is too expensive, is that murder? If a board of directors makes that decision, is that collusion or conspiracy to commit murder? If a corporation has the same rights as a person and money is free is its speech, then criminal law should apply all the way to the CEO and the board of directors, I would think.
I would think so. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And I'm glad that you brought that up, because that brings up an important thing called personhood, corporate personhood. And since you brought that up, I'm going to talk about it. But I think you said you had three things. You have something else, or that's what you're talking about? Those are the three things.
No, that was it.
Okay, well, let me tell you.
Those questions.
Well, let me just say that those are prescient, and let me explain what I mean by that. And this is important. In America, not only in America, in all over the world now, because of the way business world, whether if it's in Panama, we call it SA Sociedad Anónima. In America, we have corporations, right? What these are entities that take on what we call personhood, meaning if a corporation does something, if it pollutes the land or anything, if Exxon pollutes the land, the independent executive or decision makers aren't the ones held accountable. The ones held accountable are the corporations, right? And the corporations has a legal status. It's a fictional entity, but it has rights as a human being. In some instances, with Citizens United and others, it has more rights than a citizen, because again, it has infinite use of money. I mean, there are a few rules, but it has infinite use of its money, because we also have another tenet with Citizens United that where we define money as speech. So we want to get rid of money as speech, and we want to get rid of corporate personhood, so that what you just spoke about there isn't true. In other words, if the death of people are affected by the actions of those who run a corporation, just like if I hit somebody with a car, I am responsible for that. That it may not be murder, but it sure as hell would be involuntary manslaughter. When corporations harm, those who cause the harm within the corporations should suffer the same consequences. People are going to say, well, that will reduce the amount of stuff that corporations do. And I don't know if that's a bad thing. It'll make people a lot more responsible for humanity than responsible simply for capital. In capitalism, the only thing that matters is capital. However, if we modify our economic system to a free enterprise system governed by rules and the laws that govern humanity, thou shalt not kill, etc., then we'll have a different being. So, as usual, my dear brother Jack, prescient statement gave me a chance to say something that is very, very important. Again, folks, Jack is absolutely right and on cue. Corporations are not people, and money should not be speech, because what it does is it gives that entity, corporation, infinite speech, while you as an individual citizen get very little, because you don't command the monies that a corporation commands. So it's time for us to take back our power. It's time for us to take back and become who we are.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel. And number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.